No, no. I mean, I'm fond of pointing out to my conservative brothers and sisters, number one, the majority of undocumented immigrants in this country are people who overstayed their visas, not border crossings. You
Hey,
don't really hear a lot about hunting down the 30,000 Irish in this country or the Russians who are in this country, right? You hear about the brown people who cross the border. The majority of them that are illegals don't cross the border. They're here, and we don't hear about them, right? It's only the brown
and
ones who
if you
cross the
try
border.
to tell people in Arizona that this used to be Mexico, they look at you like you're crazy
Oh, I know.
too.
I
So they,
know. Oh, sure.
yeah.
That's why all the names are so old English and not Mexican in the slightest, going back generations. Yeah. But
Right.
then you look at the border crossings and and again, this is a very I find using scripture is a very powerful way to talk to our right-wing brothers and sisters about this issue. It can be a dangerous one too, but I wrote this book because if you have enough of a knowledge of scripture and you don't try to pick a fight you're looking to win, but you actually want to go there open-hearted and debate about policy, make them argue with Jesus. Make them not argue with you, make them argue with God. Now, the God of the Old Testament commands us to welcome the stranger, and he's not ambiguous. And we're to treat the stranger as if he's one of our own. We're never allowed to mistreat the stranger, charge him interest. We got to be extra nice to the alien. That's what God says. Jesus comes in Matthew 25 and says individuals and nations will be judged, heaven or hell, by how they welcome the stranger, individuals and nations. Jesus gives his criteria there, right? I mean, he doesn't say how much money you give to your church or how loud you scream at trans people or women at health clinics. Welcome the stranger. I was on CNN with our friend Scott Jennings a couple of weeks ago, and I quoted it. I'm like, so why should I listen to you and Donald Trump and reject God and Jesus? I didn't make it. I didn't write it. That's what Jesus says. Welcome the stranger. I find that if you engage our conservative friends using scripture, something interesting can happen. They won't always agree with you. They'll sometimes get mad, but sometimes they'll appreciate that you took the time to actually engage them on this holy book. And I find you'll get a lot farther with them showing them how Jesus was not an immigrant hating homophobe than if you just call your racist uncle an immigrant hating homophobe. You're not going to get anywhere that way. And I do believe that while you can't really sway cult members, you can reach their kids, you can reach their wives, you can reach the other people hanging out at the cookout. And you may have to turn the other cheek, but you can model how to engage these people and convince everybody that Jesus isn't a dick and doesn't endorse being a dick to the least of us, because that's ultimately what they're fighting for.